dust trash and would take pictures, Sama. The voice was cold, cutting through the silence of the alley like a blade. Samir froze. He felt a heavy, rough hand slam onto his shoulder, gripping him with bone-crushing force. In his hand, a camera phone, the screen still glowing with the image of a trash bag. At his feet, a pile of rotting garbage. In that split second, his entire world collapsed. He wasn't a wood collector. He wasn't a hero. He was a man who sold his neighbors' lives for a few digital dollars. And he just got caught. Suddenly, the hand on his shoulder yanked him backward with violent strength, dragging him away from the filth and into the darkness. But how did a man from the heart of Gaza end up scavenging through filth for the enemy? The answer is more chilling than the crime itself. Let's go back 24 hours. Imagine the scene. Midwinter, a rusted trash container, and a man kneeling in the mud. Sama's hand reaches deep into a torn plastic bag. His fingers brush against something sticky, something foul. But he doesn't flinch. He is looking for a specific medicine bottle, a rare food wrapper. Why? Because in a war zone, trash is the only thing that doesn't lie. It tells the intelligence services exactly who is hiding inside those shuttered homes. Every piece of waste was a secret. And Sama was the one whispering those secrets to the sky. Sama wasn't born a traitor. He was born empty. A man in his 30s, consumed by frustration, living his life behind a screen. He spent his days venting his malice through anonymous comments. That's how Sarah found him. A fake account, a soft voice, promises of a better life. It started with simple reports and ended with the ping of money transfers. To Sama, this wasn't betrayal. It was recognition. He finally felt important. But those dollars carried a scent of blood he chose to ignore. Then the mask fell. The gentle Sarah vanished. And the handler, oh, appeared. One message shattered his world. We have your photos. We know where your blind father lives. Either you work for us on the ground, or tomorrow, your face will be on every wall in Gaza as a traitor. The fear of scandal was sharper than a bullet. Sama accepted the dirty mission. He became the trash spy, disguised as a wood collector. He began his descent into the literal and metaphorical filth of espionage. Intelligence asked him for the impossible. Photograph baby formula cans or insulin syringes. Why? Because these items identify the targets. A certain insulin brand meant a specific diabetic leader was nearby. A rare milk brand meant a high-value family was. Post-trash was the voice of the closed houses. Or even a specific type of distinctive food containers, which they sent in as aid to track the location of the prisoners. Sama gathered these fragments and in the operations rooms above. They were transformed into coordinates for lethal airstrikes. He thought he was just a scavenger. He didn't realize he was gathering the fuel for the fires that would burn his own. Which brings us back to that freezing night. The moment the shadow emerged from the darkness, Sama was dragged into the shadows of interrogation, leaving behind the camera that held the evidence of his shame. Today, he is nothing but a number in a cell, despised even by the enemy who used him. His journey ended exactly where it began, in the trash. A reminder that the enemy doesn't always look for geniuses. Sometimes, they just look for cheap souls, willing to feed off the filth of others.